Welcome to Ikorodu, where history wears sunglasses and dances to talking drums. If towns could talk, Ikorodu would greet you with a big smile, hand you a steaming plate of ofada rice, and whisper, "Come, let me gist you." Sitting on the northeastern edge of Lagos State, bordered by Ogun and kissed by the lagoon, Ikorodu is where land meets water, tradition hugs modernity, and masquerades sometimes pop out of nowhere. The story begins in the late 1600s, when Remo migrants from Sagamo, led by the hunter Oga, settled on fertile land thick with odiyu plants used for dyeing. They called it Oko Odiyu, Farm of Odiyu, later shortened to Ikorodu. From simple farming routes, it grew into a thriving town of traders, fishermen, and craftsmen. With its prime lagoon location, commerce flowed like palm wine at a feast, and Ikorodu became a rising star in Yoruba land. The town's courage was tested in the mid-1800s, when it clashed with the Egba in a fierce war over trade routes. Like a Yoruba action film, warriors fought with charms and cutlasses, and Ikorodu emerged with respect across the region. Soon after, the British arrived, taxes, railways, and stiff suits in the Lagos sun. Ikorodu adapted, adding ferries, roads, and eventually BRT buses, transforming into a commuter's dream, or nightmare, depending on Lagos traffic. At the center of governance stood the Ayembiu of Ikorodu, crowned by kingmakers from ruling houses like Lesenwan and Adegorusham. Chiefs and boss handled affairs with flair, guided by tradition and the Ifo oracle. Festivals brought the streets alive, the Oro and Eluku masquerades commanded awe, while Ojude Oba-style gatherings blended culture with fashion. Drummers teased secrets from talking drums, artisans crafted adaya and carvings, and palace fashion made chiefs look like runway stars. Ikorodu's lifeblood is its markets. Sebo and Ayembiu bustled with pepper sellers who bargained louder than drummers, women traders who ran the economy, and town gossip that spread faster than Wi-Fi. Craftsmanship thrived too, dyeing, weaving, and blacksmithing gave Ikorodu both industry and identity. And then, the food. From steaming iko with yudu, to hearty asero and bowls of ofada rice wrapped in leaves, meals in Ikorodu are more than nourishment, they are heritage. Dishes bind families at gatherings, add spice to festivals, and remind everyone that culture can also be tasted. Education also sharpened its edge. Institutions like Lagos State Polytechnic, now LSSTech, trained generations of leaders, proving that this warrior town had just as much power in classrooms as in markets. Ikorodu has produced giants like Eo Gabriel Irikif, the former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Wesio Ayin Marshal, the Fuji music icon, Olamilekan Lekan Agbolesh, a Big Brother Niger winner, and a rapper, as well as Chief Adeniran Ogunsanya, a political heavyweight, helped put Ikorodu on the global podium. Ikorodu's story is also part of the wider Black experience, showing how resilience, trade, and culture shaped identities that connect Africa to its diaspora. Its traditions stand as living proof of Yoruba pride and the enduring spirit of the Black world. If you love this journey, don't forget to like and subscribe, because the soul of Africa has so much more to reveal.